Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks Locomotive review. So before we continue with the review itself, I just want to update you on what I've been up to for the past 3 months, which was obviously when I last uploaded a video to the channel. So I'm really sorry that there hasn't been any videos. So as you may remember, in the last video I mentioned that last August, I passed my HGV Class 2 driving test. I then started with a haulage company last October, and obviously I was a new pass driver then, and I did that till the end of January, which was like a 3-month contract. Unfortunately, at the end of January, I had to leave the company I was with, and since then I have been unemployed. So I've been struggling like mad to find another Class 2 driving job. I've contacted about 32 companies so far, including agencies. Some said they haven't got any jobs at the moment, but were going to keep me on file for 6 months, which was good of them. Other jobs I was unsuccessful with. One company in particular said they looked at my CV and they wouldn't be taking my application any further, with no sort of why I wasn't suitable for the role, because it said in their job description, we will take on new pass drivers, which I thought was very strange. So I didn't get that one. I've applied for a few recently, which I'm still waiting to hear back from. I did get a little bit of casual work with a local company driving a 3.5 ton van. That was a day here and there, and in the long run I said to them, look, obviously I really appreciate the experience, but I'm going to have to sort of leave it, because one day here, one day there, obviously the pay rate I was on, it wasn't bringing me enough income in, and obviously I need like a full-time wage to try and top the bank balance back up. So I've been trying to save money where I can. I've been looking at what I don't need to spend on anymore and cut back on that, like for example care plans on products, etc. Obviously some important ones I have had to keep, which I can't get rid of, but others that I think, well, I don't really need that, I'll cancel it and save myself a bit of money. So at the moment I am still looking for a driving job. I've also said, like, I will take a 3.5 ton van driving job as well, if anything like that comes along, just to look and get something that I want to do. But it is very, very frustrating, and I've also felt quite low at times as well. So I'm sort of being in the best frame of mind, health-wise, because it does sort of get at you that obviously you're applying and applying and applying for these things, and sort of you feel like you're being ignored by some companies. That's just how I feel about it at the moment. So I've just been doing a bit of running with the running club that I'm with, just to help clear my mind a bit. Just been doing a bit of DIY around the house as well. So I thought I'd do a review today. Now this particular loco I've had since Christmas 2022, but I've only just got sort of round to reviewing it. Now I will hopefully be doing some layout videos soon, but I can't sort of give a time frame on that at the moment, just with everything else obviously that I've just mentioned about. So this locomotive review that we're going to do today, so I've had a YouTube channel now for 12 years. So I joined YouTube in February 2011. So the video we are going to do today is going to commemorate being on YouTube for 9 years. So a while back I did an 8-year special, which was from February 2018 to February 2019. So today's video will cover February 2019 to February 2020. So this is the 9-year special. So without further ado, let's have a look at the locomotive that we've got in today's review. So as we can see today, it is a Bachmann locomotive. It's a Class 90 in the stunning Freightliner livery, well the green and yellow. So we'll have a look at this box first and then we'll open it up and have a look at the loco. Now I haven't programmed this or tested it, it's remained in the box since December. So there will be a running video of it at some point, but like I said, today it's just the review side of it. So on the front of the packaging we have the Bachmann branch line logo, and obviously we know it's a Class 90. On the bottom of the box we have the Bachmann website. Moving along, it's in 1/76 scale and it is DCC Sound fitted. Turning the box round to the side, we can see it is product number 32-612ASF, Class 90 90041 in Freightliner livery, and obviously again it's sound fitted. On the top edge of the box we've just got the Bachmann logo, and on the other side of the box we have the Bachmann address. Turning the box to the back now, we have a brief history of the Class 90. Now I'm just going to try and angle this the best I can so you can try and read some of it. I'll try pulling it in a bit closer, and I'll just go as slow as I can along the box so you can try and read at least some of it. Okay, so also on the back we have the Freightliner logo. It says Freightliner is a registered trademark and is used under license, and it is an authentically detailed model. So obviously you've got your warnings, obviously not suitable for children under the age of 14 years, as well as some recycling information and the Bachmann website on the bottom. So what we'll do now, we'll take it out of the packaging and have a look at the locomotive itself. Okay, so it's presented in the ice cube or block of ice packaging. So what we'll do, we'll just place this down for a moment and we will take it out of the box. So the first thing that obviously is in the box, we've got two leaflets, so we'll just have a look at one of these first. Now these have definitely altered since I last did a locomotive review. These used to be the old paper instructions in black and white. So it's more like a booklet now actually, which is good. So this is the owner's information for the Class 90 electric locomotive. So we do have a working pantograph, I believe, on this model, which is driven by a servo motor. We recommend the use of a Bachmann 36569A Class 90 loco decoder. And it also says damage to the servo motor will occur if a standard decoder is used. Now I'm presuming with this one being sound fitted, the servo motor is pre-installed and it will automatically work, but like I say, when we test it I will do a video on that. We also have on here the accessories and features, so it shows you where all the detailing buffer beam parts go, and it also gives you a description of what each one is as well, which is really good. Like I say, these have definitely altered since the last locomotive review which I did. We also have the accessories and features on the next page. It also tells you how to install the valance, obviously the coupling, etc. Then we move on to like the directional lighting for the day and night mode, pantograph clips, how to run in, lubrication. So there is quite a lot of information in here actually. So we've also got how to fit a decoder and fit one with sound as well, DCC functions, what's that? Retail accessories, spares, obviously warranty information, and how to join the Bachmann Collectors Club. So if I read all that information in that booklet during the video, it'd be quite a lengthy video, so I've just tried to sum up what is in this document. So just place that one down for a second, and we will move on to the next little document that we've got. Okay, so the next one is a paper leaflet regarding the Class 90 sound fitted information. So it tells you a bit about the decoder information, obviously pantograph sounds, startup shutdown sounds, obviously how to run on DC, etc. And on the back as well we have all the functions of the Class 90 that has got the sound fitted to it. Obviously these we will refer back to when we get round to a running session with it. So that is that one. So let's move on to the locomotive itself then. So as previously mentioned, it's in the block of ice or ice cube packaging, whichever you wish to refer to it as. Now on the side that I noticed when I took it out, we've got a warning sticker here that says a 21-pin DCC decoder that is configured for servo motor operation must be used. Damage to the servo motor that operates the pantograph unit will occur if a standard decoder is fitted. But like I say, we'll test it first when we come around to running it on the layout. And if we do need a separate decoder, which I don't think we do, then we'll have to get hold of one. So let's take this out of here first and place that down. So and be very careful not to drop this now. So let's take that off there, like so. So first off, these are the buffer beam detailing. I think that's a blanking plug as well. So like I say, when we've programmed it and whatnot, I will get round to fitting these buffer beam parts as well. So that's what those ones were. So moving on to the loco itself. So what we'll do, we'll lift this plastic clip up here and we'll just take it out of the packaging like so and place the packaging to one side. So the first thing that you'll notice with this particular loco is it has got quite a lot of weight to it. It is quite a heavy loco. Now the plan is for this particular one, I was going to have it on intermodal work and pulling some containers. I might still keep it on that, or I might change it slightly. So let's have a look at the loco itself then. So let's see if it's got a driver first, so we can identify the front or the back, or hasn't it got one? It doesn't look like it's got one. So I will start with, I'm presuming this is the front, because usually the pantograph is on the back. Start with the front of the loco. So on the front, it is very nicely detailed, by the way, and decorated, because it looks like a lot of detail has gone into this. On the front of the loco we have the Freightliner logo. We also have, if the camera will let me pick this up, some warning panels on the left and right hand sides, as you can see just there. And we have the loco number, which is 90041. Moving down, we've got little bits of detailing just below the lights. We've got a very nice etched grille in the middle there. We've got sprung loaded rectangular buffers those are very nice. And an NEM coupling pocket as well, which obviously is quite springy. So if I just do that again, obviously you can see it springs in either direction. Again, we've got some detailing just on the bottom here as well, with some buffer beam style parts. Moving the loco round to the side, so again on the side just below the cab window we have the Freightliner logo and again the locomotive number. We've got some handrails here on the door. Now looking over the top of the camera, I think the camera's making them look blue. They are actually white, so it might just be the colour of the camera. But those are plastic and the door doesn't open. We've also got a small warning panel just there as well. Apologies obviously about the dog barking. It's alright, the next door neighbour has just had a visitor. So moving along now, we can see we've got some really nice etched grills on the loco, running on the length of the body, and again we've got the Freightliner wording printed underneath. Okay, so apologies about that. I just had to go a bit quiet there. Don't know whether you heard the neighbour accepting the parcel just then, so apologies about that. So underneath we've got the bogie, so we've got 4 wheels on either bogie at the front and on the back. Underneath we've also got a switch somewhere, I think that controls the lighting, unless that's not it. That just says sound fitted on. Now usually there is one, but I don't think on this particular model there is. I think it must just be operated off the decoder. Moving along to the back of the loco now, again we've got the plastic handrails just here, and on the back end of the loco just below the window again we have the Freightliner logo and the locomotive number, again obviously 90041. Moving the loco round to the other side now, again there's nothing much different. We've got the cab windows and an orange stripe running across the top of them. On the bonnet, well on the front area of the locomotive should I say, we have the Freightliner logo and again the locomotive number. And we've got the headlights and obviously the adapter's tail lights as well once you set it to the relevant direction. And we've also got some detailing as well. Again sprung loaded rectangular buffers and a springy NEM coupling pocket. Now moving to the top of the loco, so obviously as you may remember when the pantographs first came out, so for example the Hornby ones, when they were like the very first Class 90, I mean I do actually have that model, you used to be able just to press it down with your finger and let go of it, but because this is an electronic one I'm not touching anything. I'm just going to look at it for the review. So if I just bring it into the camera, you can see the pantograph sitting on top of the pantograph system just there. Like I say, with it being electronic, it'll probably only work when it's on the layout. But as you can see along the roof area of the locomotive, there is quite a lot of detailing that's gone into it as well. So on the other side as well, before I forget, we have got some grills as well, and again obviously we've got the Freightliner wording running the length of the loco. So obviously I will be running this in at some stage, so if you keep your eyes open for that video. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I'll be uploading more videos soon, and I will keep you updated on how I'm getting on. So see you guys soon, and thank you for watching the Bachmann Class 90 in Freightliner Livery review.